You gotta be a football hero to get along with the beautiful girls. You gotta be a touchdown getter, you bet. If you want somebody to pet, the fact that you are rich and handsome won't win you anything in curls. You gotta be a football hero to get along with the beautiful girls. Oh, wise men, once again I've climbed this high mountain to ask you a question. Has anybody ever asked you a question that you could not answer?
Does your chewing gum lose its flavor on the bedpost overnight? If your mother says don't chew it, do you swallow it in spite? Everybody's hand in hand, swinging down the lane. Everybody's feeling grand, swinging down the lane. That's the time I miss the bliss that we might have known. On nights like this, when I'm so alone, when the moon is on the rise, baby, I'm so blue. Watching lovers making eyes like we used to do. When the moon is on the wane, I'll be waiting all in vain. Should be swinging down the lane with you, yeah. Hey everybody, welcome to Still Trying, show number 253. Wow! How did we last this long? It's because we're not getting paid, that's why. That's Crazy Henry playing the trombone. I'm Banjo, what's his name? Yeah. When the moon is on the rise, baby, I'm so blue. Watching lovers making eyes like we used to do. When the moon is on the rise, I'll be waiting all in vain. Should be swinging down the lane with you. With you. With you. Yeah. Hi, Crazy Henry.
Hello, Bob. I have some interesting news.
Really? And now a late breaking bulletin from Melba Tolliver.
We have two new viewers that I know of.
Really?
One is a gentleman named Adrian Steinhoff.
That's a made-up name if ever I've heard of one.
No. He's a good friend of my son's family.
Is that right?
His wife Stephanie. Yes.
Oh, okay.
And his daughter Ava is probably my granddaughter Ryan's best friend.
Oh, okay. Sounds like a good movie name. Adrian Steinhoff?
Steinhoff.
Okay.
Yes, very German. Why don't we do a German number for him?
Achterliebe!
Okay.
Okay, it's good. And don't forget our long-standing, the president and vice president of our fan club, Ken Bohm and Roseanne Bohm.
Yes, with the fact that he's your parole officer.
Well, he used to be. I paid my debt to society. Friday's the name. I'm a cop. I was working the night watch out of homicide. A call came in from Mamaroneck. Two guys were up in a TV studio impersonating musicians. We took them in.
Yes.
No. There's no evidence that we're musicians.
All right. Well, we're going to start off by doing a medley. No theme. Well, there's no theme to this show anyway. But I should point out we have our beautiful new rainbow in the middle.
We have a shower curtain here. This is nice. And we have some flowers we got from the funeral parlor next door. This is good.
And we have some artwork in the front by
We spared no expense.
my grandson Marcus and my granddaughter Ryan.
Marcus is our art director here. Yes.
That's
and
right.
how old is Marcus?
Marcus is 8.
He's 8. He's our art director.
All right. So you start a song, any song, and I'll just take it from there.
Okay. Let's do one from that guy Gershwin. They're writing songs of love, but not for me. A lucky stars above but not for me. With love to lead the way, I've found more skies of gray than any Russian player could guarantee. I was a fool to fall and get that way. Hi-ho, alas, and oh, so like a day. Although I can't dismiss the memory of her kiss, I guess she's not for me.
I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter and make believe it came from you. I'm gonna not write words all so sweet, they're gonna knock me off my feet. A lot of kisses on the bottom, I'm gonna be glad I got them. I'm gonna smile and say I hope you're feeling better, and close with love the way you do.
I'm gonna sit right down and write myself a letter, yes, yes,
and make believe it came from you.
Oh, make it F. You gotta accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative, don't mess with Mr. In Between. You gotta spread joy to the maximum, bring gloom down to the minimum, have faith, or pandemonium's liable to walk into the scene. To illustrate that last remark, Noah in it, the whale, Noah in the ark. What did they do? Just, all right, I got the words wrong. Wrong. Man, you said you better accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative, don't mess with Mr. In Between. Now you play it better than I sang it. Hey, watch out! Hey! Well done. To illustrate my last remark, Jonah in the whale, Noah in the ark. What did they do just when everything looked so dark? Man, they said we better accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, latch on to the affirmative, don't mess with Mr. In Between. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. Don't mess with Mr. In Between. Yeah.
Now,
Crazy Henry, I can't help but notice there's someone that crept in here and they're taking pictures of us. I think it's the private detective my wife's been hiring lately. I told her I'm working.
on camera
She
one,
never believes
we
me.
have Missy, but Bob. On camera two, we have our newest member of our crew,
Sean
Bob.
Gerlberg.
No, Bob. No,
Bob,
Paul.
that's Paul. I'm Bob.
Paul, that's right.
Of course, we've only been together for 41 years, so
Yes.
I can't expect you to know my name.
Well, Paul was telling me he lives down in the village in Mamaroneck, and in the village of Mamaroneck, they don't call him Paul, they call him Big Paul.
You know, I heard that. Ladies and gentlemen, may we present to you at this time, Big Paul. Big Bad Paul. Well, every day in the bar you could see him arrive. He stood 6'6", weighed 245, wore a knife on his shoulder and a gun on his hip, and everybody knew you didn't give no lip
To Big Paul.
Big Bad Paul.
Then came the day of that terrible fire. Something went wrong inside Paul's blow dryer.
Oh, Henry, you shouldn't have said that.
Why?
Because I found out his last name.
What's his last name?
Gambino. Right now he's saying, what did I do to deserve this disrespect? For years I know you boys.
Stop, otherwise we'll have to pay a royalty.
Or have trouble starting our car.
Yes.
Wow.
Okay, we're going to jump right into a feature which we hope you enjoy. This is where we do a follow the bouncing ball like they used to do in the movies.
Everybody wants to see the old bouncing ball.
Yes, and we're going to do a song that has two titles. Really, it's...
Wait, you're having your picture taken. Pull in
really?
your gut. Pull in your gut. Hey,
I'm doing the best I can.
Okay. I wish I had shaved. You
Yes.
could warn a guy.
Anyway, it's called... and they called it Ireland, or sure, a little
that's
bit
right.
of heaven.
You told me about that. Hope
Yes.
I remember it. Okay.
Okay. And what'll happen is, what's the guy's name across the hall that does the editing? Steve, our beloved Steve. Well,
What are you going to say to insult him, Norton?
he will add the words and the bouncing ball. It used to be done.
Not after this, he won't.
It used to be done by a young lady who we will not mention, but she's been promoted. And once she was
You don't mention Dina's name anymore? Dina Schumacher?
Oh, well, I guess we can mention. She's been promoted, and now she will have nothing to do with our show. Actually, that's not true. She
won't even watch it.
no. Well, that I don't blame. Actually, she still has a lot to do with it, but she has delegated out the editing to Steve.
Yeah.
So, would you please sing it? And we want you to sing along, folks.
Sure, a little bit of heaven fell from out the sky one day, and it nestled in the ocean in a spot so far away. And when the angels saw it, it looked so sweet and fair. They said, suppose we leave it, for it looks so peaceful there. So they sprinkled it with stardust, just to make the shamrocks grow. 'Tis the only place you'll find them, no matter where you go. And they dotted it with silver to make its lake so grand. And that's
When
they called it, I got it until then, Ireland.
I wonder how
When they had it finished.
Oh, when they had it
The
finished.
words I missed. Oh, terrible.
Well, go back. Maybe.
And when they had it finished, sure they called it Ireland.
I wonder how they're going to do the bouncing ball to your mistake.
I don't know.
All
I
right.
think Paul is fed up with the whole thing anyway.
Who could blame him? Okay, now we're going to do a keyboard solo.
Oh, good.
And this is one we've done many times before. This
Ragtime song?
is, well, sort of. It's the 12th Street Rag.
Oh, that's a rag. Okay.
It's either a keyboard solo or something you use to clean off 12th Street.
No. Who wrote that song?
Somebody.
Somebody's. That narrows it down. Ladies and gentlemen, Crazy Henry is now playing with his nose. Wish he could play with his fingers. All right, I'll give you a hand on that. Take a bow.
Thank you.
Very nice. How's about we do a song that was sung by that skinny Italian kid who used to sing with Tommy Dorsey?
The kid from Hoboken?
Yeah, Frank Sinatra, that was it. I never remember that guy's name.
Okay.
This is when he was singing with Tommy Dorsey. So it was actually, oops, you knocked over, was that your real trombone?
No, that was the...
Oh, no, there you okay. You got 3 trombones over there.
Gee, maybe I can start before he's ready to play piano. I'll be seeing you in all the old familiar places that this heart of mine embraces all day through. In that small cafe, the park across the way, the children's carousel, the chestnut trees, the wishing well. I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun when the night is new. I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. And now doing his Tommy Dorsey solo. Sounds more like Jimmy Dorsey, and he didn't play trombone. Yeah! I'll be seeing you in every lovely summer's day, in everything that's light and gay. I'll always think of you that way. I'll find you in the morning sun when the night is new. I'll be looking at the moon, but I'll be seeing you. Well, thank you.
If you're a long-time viewer of Still Trying, like
You're a cult of one.
yes, you probably know that I tend to put funny objects on Bob's head and have him do appropriate songs. But I'd like to think that I'm above that. So, Bob, I'm going to ask you to do a song called Mañana.
Oh, Mañana from Peggy Lee?
Well, yeah, but I want you to make it more authentic.
What are you going to do to make it more authentic? I can't wait. Oh, no. God, look at this. I look like Hedy Lamarr.
I'm glad you're having a good time.
We don't know about anybody out there, but we're having a good time.
Okay. So could you do Mañana? Because I know you do a nice job.
The window, she is leaking and the rain is coming in. If someone doesn't fix it, I'll be soaking to my skin. But if we wait a day or two, the rain may go away. We don't need a window on such a sunny day. Mañana, mañana, mañana is soon enough for me. Mañana, mañana, mañana is soon enough for me. Oh, once I had some money, but I gave it to my friend. He said he'd pay me double, it was only for a lend. He said a little later, the horse he was so slow. Why he gave the horse my money is something I don't know. Mañana, mañana, mañana is soon enough for me. Mañana, mañana, mañana is soon enough for me. My mother's always working, she's working very hard. But every time she looks for me, I'm sleeping in the yard. My mother says I'm lazy, maybe she is right. I'll go to work tomorrow, but I gotta sleep tonight. Mañana, mañana, mañana is soon enough for me. Over, over. Mañana, mañana, mañana is soon enough for me. Yeah.
All right, take the hat off and... Okay.
Oh, that's from Mexico. Did you get that in Mexico?
No, I found that
garage
in
sale?
the LMC-TV prop department, so I
really?
figured you could get a
You're not
bit
going
of.
to walk off with it. You tend to have sticky fingers.
No.
Yeah. Could I have my watch back, by the way? All right.
Okay.
Kill it.
Now we're going to do something entirely different. We're going to have a trombone solo.
Good.
All right.
You play a nice trombone. What kind is it?
What kind is it?
Yeah. Isn't that the same model Tommy Dorsey played?
This is the very model of the Tommy. He got such a sweet sound out of. I don't know.
You're not so bad yourself.
You're very kind. We're going to do That's a Plenty.
Oh, good one. All right.
Okay.
From the Jackie Gleason show.
Right.
Okay. Watch out! Look out! All right, I'll give you a hand on that.
Thank you.
Wow, that was pretty good, really.
Thank you. And as I say every show, I hope you are enjoying our show. And if you are enjoying it, come back a week later, and we might be here at the same time and the same
Probably.
channel.
It's the same time.
Well,
every
not
week, yeah.
always. Sometimes they change the,
Like all over Long Island, we're on 5 o'clock on Saturdays.
sometimes, but sometimes they
All
change.
over Nassau and Suffolk.
Right. And we're also on in the White Plains cable access. And of course, in beautiful downtown Mamaroneck, we're on all the time. What's that? I think it's 9:30 on Tuesdays.
In the morning or at night?
At night,
Right?
yes. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. All right, Bob.
So how many viewers do you think we have in total?
Including your wife and my wife, I'd say about 17.
My wife doesn't watch.
16.
No. As a matter of fact, last week they put Gomer Pyle on opposite us, and she doesn't watch at
Oh,
all.
speaking of that, one of our viewers, on the computer, this is the international symbol for computers or
Looks
things
like you're drying your nails.
or things that run around my kitchen at night. Anyway,
Okay.
has sent in a request on the internet. They want you to sing the song Constantinople. Could
Oh,
you-
boy, Constantinople. That was a big hit for one of those brother groups in the early 50s.
Yes.
Ames Brothers?
I think the Ames
Or
Brothers.
the,
yes.
Was it Ames Brothers?
I
Okay.
think. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure I remember it, but let's try. Istanbul was Constantinople, now it's Istanbul, not Constantinople, been a long time gone. Constantinople been a Turkish delight, now the moon at night. If you get in Constantinople, not in Istanbul, Constantinople, Istanbul, Constantinople, she'll be waiting in Istanbul. Even old New York was once New Amsterdam. Why they changed it, I can't say. People just liked it better that way. Take me back to Constantinople. No, you can't go back. Constantinople, cause it's Istanbul. Constantinople, why did Constantinople get the works? That's nobody's business but the Turks. Woo! That's a lot of words.
Okay.
You drive a hard bargain.
This next song I always associate with the old-time saloons with the player piano.
Okay, I like that stuff.
You made me what I am today. I hope you're satisfied. Why are you crying?
I know how the song is supposed to sound.
You dragged me down and down until... Look at this, our cameraman Paul actually cracked a smile. You can wake the dead. You
The soul within you died.
You what?
You've shattered each and every dream.
You fooled
Me from the start. Although you're untrue.
Inka-dinka-doo.
Sing it, Jimmy boy.
That's a curse of an aching heart.
Ready.
How's it go?
Well, once upon a time they sang Vodeo-Do, but that was long ago. Now you take it.
Then they started in do boop boopy doo. They got tired of that, you know. How do you like that? He throws in extra notes. I'll overlook it. But the song for you and me is this silly melody. I'm singing ink, ka-dink-a-dee, ka-dink-a-doo, ka-dink-a-dee. Oh, what a tune for crooning.
Sing it, Jimmy boy.
Ink, ka-dink-a-dee, ka-dink-a-doo, ka-dink-a-dee. It's got the whole world spooning. Eskimo bells up in Iceland. They made their own paradise land, singing ink, ka-dink-a-dee, ka-dink-a-doo, ka-dink-a-dee. Stop the music! Stop the music!
What's the matter, Jimmy boy?
I was strolling through a park in downtown Mamaroneck, and two worms stuck their heads above the ground. And one worm said to the other worm, "You are the prettiest worm I've ever seen." And the other worm says, "You dope, I'm your other end."
Oh, no.
I got a million of them, a million of them.
Well, why'd you tell that one? All right, take a bow. The schnoz.
I like our cameraman, Paul. He actually reacts to some of our silly jokes.
He's even stayed awake so far. This is great.
Yes, yes.
Wow. My favorite cameraman is on our camera number 3, though.
Oh, Missy?
Claude Rains.
Oh, yes. And also the president of the Banjo Bob and Crazy Henry.
The Invisible Man. Yes.
Yes.
There's no one there. Well,
Yes.
well, we don't need 3 cameras.
No.
We got Missy. We got Paul. We're doing all right.
Okay.
Let's do one that was sung by Bing Crosby.
All right.
And it was a big hit for Frank Sinatra. Love is lovelier the second time around. Just as wonderful with both feet on the ground. It's that second time. Holy mackerel, it's time to say goodbye, Henry.
Goodbye, Henry.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. See you next week, same time, same bat channel. Yeah, that's Paul Connolly on the camera, along with Melissa. It's Jill as our technical advisor. Just as wonderful.
And the flower woman. Wow, did she do a nice job?
And now back to the news.